This is indeed true. It is absolutely correct to say that whatever happens in life happens for the best. Let's understand this through a story. Once, a young man came to meet a sage in the jungle. He was quite distressed and crying. The sage explained to the young man that he should not worry in life because whatever happens, happens for the best. The young man, in anger, said, "What are you saying? Everything of mine has been looted. The bandits have taken away all my belongings, and now I have nothing left to go back home with. How is this good for me? This is very bad for me, and it is indeed bad." In reality, the young man had set out on an excursion in the jungle. He was wandering in the jungle. However, the bandits robbed him of his belongings and left him penniless. The sage said, "Let me help you understand this through a story. Come, pay attention to this story because it is going to change your life." "Hello, friends. Welcome to our YouTube channel," the sage continued. "Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, a terrible famine struck a village. The famine was so severe that everything was destroyed. In that village, there was a very poor farmer's family. They had nothing to eat, and whatever little grains they had were all destroyed in the famine. The farmer had a son. The son said, "It's okay. If father is gone, let him go. Whatever happened, happened for the best." The farmer got very angry and said, "What nonsense are you talking? Everything of mine has been taken away. I don't have any grains left to eat, and whatever we had to live in is gone. What good is there in this? Everything has gone very wrong." The farmer got very angry and drove the boy out of the house, saying, "You are not worthy to stay here." The boy left crying, but he has not returned home yet. Then, the farmer realized that he had said wrong, but what could he do now? Suddenly, a boat arrived, and people from the boat started rescuing the villagers. The farmer's wife said, "You scolded him for no reason. He was speaking the truth. Look, it's good that they saved us. They saved us." The farmer said, "You are foolish. You do not understand that there is nothing good in this. Their saving us is their job. They are supposed to save us from a flood. But right now, they saved us, but we don't have food to eat, and we don't have a home to live in. Where will we stay? What will we eat? Is there any solution to this?" The farmer's wife said, "If there is no money, then so what? What was there in that pot that was so special?" The farmer said, "I would have told you for sure, but now that it is not there, what is the point of telling you?" Time passed slowly. The farmer started making a living by asking people for help. But how long could this work? This year, his fields also did not yield good crops. He was very troubled and worried. He did not understand what to do. Should he do? One evening, he was sitting and talking to his wife, and his wife said, "What will happen by worrying? If you go to the city, you might find some work. At least some money will be collected for bread, and with that help, we will manage our work. Don't worry, I will also go to the neighboring houses and work. Some money will come. Life will become easier with this." The farmer said, "What you say is true." The next day, the farmer went to the city in search of work. He started looking for work in the streets, but no one gave him any work. Now, he started feeling discouraged about how work would go on and how he would support his family. He had no home. He had somehow made a small house from grass on the way back from the flood. One day, the farmer was looking at his crops in the fields because this year, the crops were not good either. So he was worried that even this year, the crop did not support him. "My one son has also left home. I have become an orphan in every way. And from above, he is saying that whatever happened is good. How can this be good?" His wife understands him again. "Are you worrying unnecessarily? Try again. Somewhere or the other, something will be found." The great man asked, "What is troubling you?" The farmer replied to the Mahatma, "The troubling thing is not that I lost my temper and yelled at my son, causing him to leave home since that day." The Mahatma said, "That's why I'm saying what happened is for the best." The farmer got angry again and said, "How can you say such things? I am so troubled. I have lost everything. I have nothing to eat. My son has also left me and gone away." The Mahatma said, "Have patience. The answer to every question will come to you in due time. Don't be troubled." Saying this, the Mahatma left. The farmer then regretted that he had nothing to offer the Mahatma in return. However, that night he was amazed to think how things eventually turn out for the best. He thought, "Nothing good has happened to me, but who knows what good could come out of this?" The next day, he went out searching for work in the city again. This time, luck was on his side, and he found some work at the house of a wealthy merchant. The merchant was generous and offered him a place to stay in a vacant house nearby. The farmer declined, saying, "No, thank you. I am very grateful to you, but I am fine where I am." He accepted the job at a good salary. Now, the farmer and his wife were very happy. The next evening, there was a knock on his door. They opened it and saw a young man standing there with a long stick and a large bag. The farmer was completely surprised. He couldn't understand who this was. The young man said, "Father, it's me, your son." The farmer was astonished, wondering how this could be. What kind of miracle was this? The son said, "You changed your house and didn't inform us. I asked the villagers, and they told me that our house is here now. Actually, that day I left for the city in search of work, and I found something there. I started doing business, made a lot of profit, and today, because of that, I've come to meet you. And let me tell you, I've built another house in the city." The farmer was jumping with joy. He understood. The son said, "Father, I had said that whatever happens, happens for the best. If I hadn't left that day and all this had not happened, who knows if I would have told you this today? If I hadn't said that, you wouldn't have kicked me out, and I wouldn't have searched for work in the city." The farmer said, "Yes, I understand now. This is absolutely right. Look, because of his words, I also got a job in a big house. We've become rich, son." The farmer and his son started jumping with joy. After the story, the Mahatma explained to the young man that in life, one must remember one thing. A person's thinking is not significant enough to understand nature's decisions, nor can they know whether what happened was for the best. One only sees what happened today and thinks that it was all bad. But in reality, if one has good intentions and a clear mind, nothing bad happens to anyone. The young man then said, "But all this is fine, but I have lost everything. What good is there in this? Now I have nothing. How will I go home?" The Mahatma said, "Actually, I found something in the jungle. These people then gave me a glowing stone and said, 'You can take this and sell it in the city because it's not of any use to me, and I can't do anything with it.'" The young man also understood this. "That's right. If my belongings hadn't been stolen, I wouldn't have come to you, Mahatma. And if I hadn't come to you, I would never have found this stone. It was actually a philosopher's stone. By touching it with iron, anything made of iron could be turned into gold. Now, I am also rich." If you like this story, please like this video and subscribe to the channel to hear more such inspirational stories. Until then, thank you.